All right, who's ready for this So Smoking Gooder Show New Year's Eve special? Let's get it on.
This is Tom Fuentes from Smoking Onions, and you are watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Stupid beer, hey!
Yes. Shout out to Tom Fuentes with the Smoking Onions. Guys, check out all of my YouTube friends in the house right now. Daddy Dutch, what's up? Sleeper Barbecue, Madwood. Love seeing you guys in the comments. Judge Wep, that's a new one for me. How you guys doing? Appreciate you. I see Tony Tanache already. Top fan Tony already in the comments. I love it. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year's Eve. We're going to have a fun show tonight on New Year's Eve. I was sitting around. I didn't want to do a regular show on Wednesday because I couldn't line up who I really wanted to go after. But then I was thinking, hey, let's see who wants to come on the show, and let's just have a fun little year-end celebration. I mean, we're all kind of, I don't know if you're trapped at home, but, we're all, I don't know how many people are out right now, but I know I'm not. So I was hoping a few you were not as well. So why not? Let's have a show. Let's get some people together. And I started making some calls and some text messages, and everyone that I text message, besides one because she is sick, said, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Yes, Tony. Yes. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate you being in here. Top Fan Tony. Thank you Top Fan Tony was our last guest on the So Smoking Gooder Show. So I appreciate you very much. But we've got a cool lineup tonight. We're going to have Tom Fuentes. He opened the show with that deal. Shout out to Tim Crawford and Yui Brown. I know they just sent me some videos, and I'll get those up soon. I promise, guys. We got Phil Breeden coming up behind him. Chef John Pannell. I haven't actually tested his link yet, but that sounded funny. Tony's going to comment on that. But I haven't really even ironed that out yet, but he's supposed to come on at 10:35. Brian Fox. Yes, that Brian Fox. He'll be on about 10:50-ish. Mr. Clarence Joseph. Absolutely. Clarence Joseph. You YouTubers know him out there. And, of course, you Texas barbecue guys, y'all know him. He's going to come on for a few minutes right after 11 o'clock. Hondo Hernandez out of California. Going to check in with Hondo. And then to close out the show, we're going to have David Gonzalez, Mr. Salty himself, along with Carlo Casanova. Blowing Nova, I guess is who they are. They're going to come on at to close out the show, and then we'll do some Happy New Year. So anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. That's how this origin came. This is hopefully the first annual New Year's Eve So Smoking Gooder Show special, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, Chad Warden's in the house. Brian without Caleb. Oh, God, I guess they broke up. Maybe so. We'll see. Kevin Wise, what's up? Jared McCrory, how are you? Candy, hello, Miss Candy. Jeff Dennison's back. Mike Seeley, this is my new favorite New Year's tradition. Yes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, but I feel good about this. All right, enough of that. I said 10:05. It's 10:06. Let's get this man on. Mr. Tom Fuentes.
Hey, what's going on, folks? How's it going, Rob? How you doing, brother?
There you go. Now you're coming in. You're good, brother. How are you doing? What's going on, man? It's New Year's Eve. Tell me what. I wanted to open it with a festive, fun person, and I got the right guy. What is up, Tom? How are you?
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about. Oh, dude, I'm just here chilling. Just got back from a wedding. Like I said earlier, John Segura, 2 Live Q, married my sister today. So we just got back from there, and now we're here at my brother's house, and we got to light up the sky, man.
I've got to light up the sky. Hold up. What did you just say? John Segura from 2 Live Q just married your sister?
Yes, sir. Married my sister, man. I hooked them up back in June, and, man, they went at it. They're both stores, you know, so hooked them up, and they got married today. So what a great way to start the year, you know. So,
wow.
Good for them. Good for them, man.
Absolutely. So now that's your brother-in-law. 2 Live Q and Smoking Onions is your brother-in-law. Y'all are partying, man. I like it. I can hear it.
Yeah, we're here partying, and we're gonna have a good time, man. That's what it's all about.
So tell me about your barbecue year this year, man. You weren't out there a whole bunch this year, right? I didn't see.
I wasn't. We started off this year. You know, me and John. You know, John and I, we partner up sometimes and we cook. And we started out really good in Amarillo, and then we started cooking. But we weren't out very much. This year. We still managed at least 15 cooks.
Yeah.
This year. And finished off strong in Uvalde after 3 cook-offs before that. There was nothing. So I'm hoping for a better year this year, man, and cooking more CBA. I think we're doing good. We got an RV a few months ago, and the wife is liking that.
Yeah.
The wife is liking that, so no more renting rooms, man. You know, it's just getting to learn how to cook on the drum. I still miss my offset, but I can't pull that with the RV. But I'll still be taking it out every once in a while. But
you mentioned that you definitely finished the year strong off at Uvalde at the cook-off at the Crossroads, Briscoe Ranch cook-off at the Crossroads. You kicked ass, bro. 3 walks in that field. How'd you feel about that day? Because is that you? Is those fireworks coming from your place or my?
Yeah, no, they're coming up. Hey, these guys, the neighbors, got a bunch of fireworks, man. Every year we have to go past here, so yeah. It's gonna be good.
Oh, my neighbors are doing it too. That's why I was wondering, is it you or me? Because I got the headphones on, so I can't tell.
These guys are turning up.
Yeah, so you kicked ass 3 walks at the Uvalde at the cook-off in Uvalde, the Briscoe Ranch cook-off in Uvalde. That was awesome, bro. And that field of cooks, everybody's just hoping and praying for 1 walk, and you get 3. And I was out with you the Friday night. I was like, man, we
stayed up late. Coach was like, hey, man, you were walking around. It was 1 o'clock, and you're still walking around, or I think midnight. And like,
yeah.
Nah, really? But yeah. I mean, but still, I had a game plan, and I knew what was going on. I had some good quality meat, which I think that was hurting me the prior cook-off. You know, I'm still stuck on prime briskets, and everybody's walking with his Wagyu.
Right.
So I say, you know what? I'm gonna get me a Wagyu. So I did that, and I had good results. You know, and pork meat, trimming. You know, there's a lot of good trimming videos out there. I don't know, and everything, all that helps. You know, all that helps. Everybody doing these little videos, YouTube videos. premium brisket. Guys, check out. There's a whole bunch of videos out there. I know Clarence Joseph has got some. Bill's got some as well. Arnie. So hey, make sure you guys, Robert Smith got some. So tune into those and subscribe, man, because they got a whole bunch of information on there. And even your show, you had Aaron and Paul the other day giving all these good tips, man, and that's what it's all about. And that's how you're gonna get better, man. I know a lot of people that are like, I don't need a class, I don't need this, but hey, man, you want to walk, you want to get somebody, you gotta do that, and go in with a game plan, because it's getting tougher, man. Especially adding the other sports meet, it's getting tougher. But you want to win, man. You got to go in, starting with.
That's some definite good advice, man. And yeah, it is getting a little tougher out there with the quality of teams and the abundance of knowledge that is out there to check out, like you just mentioned, YouTube and all these guys that are putting stuff out there that you can just check out on your own. But you're still hanging in there. You're still killing it. You're still kicking ass. Last or a couple weeks ago was proof of that, brother.
Yeah, I've done a couple of walks in that cook-off, but not really like this past weekend. And we did cook. John and I teamed up and cooked the pot. I think it was 3-4 months ago we cooked, and we got a grand champion.
Yep.
There in Gonzalez, but it was a team effort, and we did good, grand champion. So I came with the same mentality. We do the same technique. Of course, we both cook separate. But I came with the same mentality, what we used, stuff that day, and
good.
And it worked. It worked.
All right, let's talk about New Year's Eve. What y'all doing? What's got going on over there right now?
There are a whole bunch of pulled pork brisket that was left from the reception, and we brought it up, we chopped it up, and make some nachos, man.
But what you got what you drinking? What are y'all about to do? What's going on? What's the party going?
Shit, man. You know me. You know what I got. But we got an ice chest full of beer, man. We got. Here, let me see. I can't fix this, but
show me. Oh hell! There we go. That's New Year's Eve right there. Now we're talking. You daddy loves stupid beer.
Got my boy right there.
What's up? Uh-oh. Hi. There he is.
My brother.
Yep.
And there's a kiddo. There's John over there popping fire. Kids.
Is the groom over there? That's what he's doing? I don't know if you can hear me. You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, there's a groom. There's John.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all got a bunch of fireworks, I see. Look at that.
We're going to light up the sky.
Did I get your text, Brian Moyers? I don't know. As of right now, no. I did not get your text, but I'll check here in a second. She doesn't want to see. All right. So you got the party going on. There he is. What's up, John? Congratulations, man. I see. Hey, get back in the garage. I can't see you. There you go. Hey, show. Yeah, I can see you now. Show everybody that nifty shirt you got on, bro. Show everybody that nifty shirt you got on.
Right. Hey, thanks for sending me. Here it is. By the way, Rob, thanks for sending me the shirt. That's been it. You sent it to me a couple of days ago, man. Thank you for that.
That is absolutely not true, but I am having some new shirts made, that's for sure. But yeah, that is not true. Sweet hat, yes, that is a cool hat from the Smoking Onions. Phil Breeden, you're on the clock, bro. You're on the clock if you're watching. Let's get on. All right. Yeah, we got a cool lineup tonight. We're going to have a good time tonight. That's for damn sure. We got 26,000 people watching, and I'm not including YouTube. That means we've got another 10,000 on YouTube probably. I have no idea. If my YouTube friends can help me out over there, they'll let me know. All guests are getting shirts. That's right. Bill Purvis is a sponsor of the show. I can do that now. Thank you, Bill, for being a sponsor of the show from Chicken Fried Grinds. I appreciate that. Yeah, I talked to Bill earlier today. 60,000 or 6,000, excuse me. All right, that's cool. Thank you, Kent. I appreciate that. All right, Tommy. Well, I told you it'd be short and sweet, brother. Thank you for kicking off the first ever So Smoking Gooder Show New Year's Eve special. You will always be the first ever. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Tell your new brother-in-law congratulations from the show. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you'll see us out there, man, on the trail. We'll be cooking together, you know.
Are you going to Eagle Pass? Are you going to Eagle Pass?
I am.
Sweet. Sweet. Well, then we'll share a few beers together over there in Eagle Pass, brother.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, you take care. Thanks for being the first guest on the New Year's Eve special, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man. And everybody on the show, you guys have a safe and happy New Year, man. And,
all right, brother. Hey, real quick before I let you
2022.
Before I let you go, do you want to thank anybody before we let you get?
Thank God.
Awesome.
That's it, brother. That's it,
all right, brother.
Here. Thank all you guys, everybody, all my friends, everybody that helped us out there, and all the barbecue familia, man. You know.
All right, bro. We love you. We love you and your wife, Brenda, man. Y'all are awesome. We'll see you guys.
All right, guys.
All right. Peace. There it was. Tom Fuentes from the Smoking Onions kicking off the first ever So Smoking Gooder Shoe New Year's Eve special. We've got some good ones coming up. I still have yet to connect with Chef John Pannell. Brian Fox, you're watching. You're going to be bumped up to 10:30. 10:30, Brian Fox. Or maybe 10:35, because I think Phil Breeden's going to go a little bit. I think Phil Breeden's going to go just a little bit. But go ahead, all right? So there you go, Brian Fox. There's your cue. All right. Well, that was Tom Fuentes from the Smoking Onions. I want to give a shout-out to Eureka Heights Brew Company. They've stuck with me for a long time. I'm drinking some of their holiday beer. Tinsel Trousers. Look at that. I'm not wearing those jorts, but I am drinking the beer. That's the holiday brew from Eureka Heights Brew Company here in Houston, Texas. Shout out to Eureka Heights. Tinsel Trousers. Look at them shorts. I think Phil Breeden would look good in some of those right there. What do you guys think? I don't know. We'll ask him here in a minute. All right. Wes Reed in the house. Checking in from YouTube. What's up, Wes? Andre Trebu. Mike Reyes, Stupid Beer. Absolutely. He's always awesome when we have him on the show. Brian with Luxedo Vacations. We need to talk. Now, it sounds like it. Appreciate you checking in, Loader Man. Look at these. Our YouTube guys are checking in. I'm telling you guys, what did I tell you? We are going to be YouTube famous. YouTube famous, that is the goal. We'll see if that happens. It probably won't, but you never know. All right, let's get him on. Let's get him on right now. Mr. Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue. What is up, Phil? How are you doing, Bubba?
Hey, I'm doing good. What's up, Rob? Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to you. This is a lot calmer Phil Breeden right now than what we just had from Tom Fuentes. Are you in a deer blind right now? I can't tell. What is going on right there?
No, I'm not. So I'm outside of the deer camp, where we stay at the deer and inside it's kind of sketchy service, so I'm outside just right by, let's see, right, the camp right here behind me. Storm is behind me, and got a nice little fire going.
There you go. Yeah. I like it. Is it cold there yet? No, we haven't got the cold front yet, right?
No, it's not. It's not cold yet, but it says 100% chance of rain tomorrow, and and the low is supposed to be 18 here, so it's gonna get cold. They say.
Clarence and Alicia checking in. They are going to be on. Clarence will be on here in just a minute. What's up, Robert Fuentes? Smoking Red Runners. How are you? Doing well, doing well. Well, cool. Aim 'em and claim it. Man, we got a lot of YouTube folks on today. I'm loving this. 34,000 people already, Phil.
Wow.
Do you remember when you only had 6,000 people?
Yeah, man. I mean,
And
I'm
you
kinda used
puckered
to
up?
that.
There's a funny story behind that. Anytime I say like there's 31 people watching on Facebook right now, and so we always add 1,000 to that. That's a Mark Suarez, Joey Machado thing. When you say there's 31,000, or when you say there's 6 people watching, you say there's 6,000. So me and Phil were in where was Shawnee, Oklahoma, and we were being filmed, and Phil asked how many people are watching, and Mark Suarez said 6,000, and he's like, tell that story from your perspective, brother.
No, that's not what he said. I said, so we went live. We were doing pork turn, and so he's got the camera in there, and I'm kind of all right, yeah. So he gets the camera. I'm like, okay, we live. Yeah, we're live. So, you got anybody join us yet? He just stepped back, looked at the camera, and looked down and goes, we got 13,000, and it just went right back, and I was like, whoa. And I was thinking, man, we're like 30 seconds into this. This is going to be like 500,000 people are going to be watching this by the time we're 10 minutes in. So I kind of froze up a little bit. I was like, the whole time I'm tense. This is 10 minutes of don't mess this up, and turns out it was the whole, 25 people watching. So.
25 and my other buddy, all of us were there. In that trailer, that was still trying to find my bearings from the night before. But all right, Phil. So we can talk barbecue with you, but we've done that a lot. But you just went on a trip to Belize, bro. Tell me about that.
Yeah, man. So a buddy called me last week, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, Phil? Hey," he said, "Man, you want to go fishing in Belize?" And I'm like, I wasn't, it's the last phone call you can really get that day. I'm processing this. He said, "Man, let me call you back." Carmen was with me. I'm like, she's like, "You gotta go. You can't pass that up."
Hell no, yeah.
And so I had to kind of scramble because it was like not even 2 days away, and I had to have a negative COVID test to fly, airline bullshit or whatever. But we got all that together, and yeah, cruised on into Belize, and immediately went to fishing and catching snook in the Belize River. So right there in the jungle, it was pretty awesome.
Candy
Way
says,
awesome.
"I'm just gonna say you have the best wife ever."
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. You did give her proper love when you said, "I do have a great wife."
Well, I kind of get these opportunities quite often. They come out of nowhere a lot of times. I mean, I kind of did, kind of got that same phone call a few years ago. A buddy of mine called me, "You want to go fishing?" Yeah, Montana. Whoa, okay. And it was like, when do we leave? Tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's my anniversary. He goes, we'll catch it. No big deal. We're gonna do it next time. I said, no, I didn't say no. I said just, man, let me call you. Give me just a minute. Let me
I'm
call
just
you back.
thinking. I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking aloud.
Yeah, he was like, no, I understand. We'll catch it next. I'm like, no, whoa. I haven't answered yet.
No, and then we
Hey.
had Buffalo Wild Wings when he was, about to take off. That was my anniversary dinner.
There's my friend
yeah.
Carmen. I love you, Carmen. That's awesome,
So
brother.
I booked the flight as late as I could that evening on our anniversary. Yeah, there's been quite a few of those trips that just pop up, and she's always real supportive, and I do the same for her in all those situations too.
Let me 1 second. I'm having a connection issue. So Clarence says Belize should be on everybody's bucket list. Do you agree on that? It looked pretty awesome. Your photos, brother. Those were.
Yeah,
that was.
I never really Belize really went on my radar, and I didn't really know much about it. And course, we get the crash course. But and it's warm there all year. It happened to be kind of windy on this trip, so the water right there in town was not crystal clear. You know, it was all stirred up or whatever. But yeah, just the warm climate. The fishing was amazing. I mean, you don't have to go but a couple miles, so the trips aren't long. The food was great. Yeah, I'd love to do it again.
Oh, Daddy Dutch says you need to go ice fishing. You ever done that, or you want to try that?
We were literally, this is, maybe an hour or two ago. We cooked some steaks. We were at the camp. We kicked back eating steaks and meat eaters on, and they're ice fishing in there. I look at Carla and I'm like, man, we need to go ice fishing. They hadn't been ice fishing, so maybe we'll do that. We're let's see, next weekend we fly out Thursday. We're gonna go cook at KCBS up in Oregon. We haven't cooked in California or the Pacific Northwest, anywhere in that area, and we found one up there. So we're gonna fly up to Oregon, and Carmen's texting me. I'm in Belize. It's 90 degrees, humidity, it's just sweltering hot, and I get this text, and it's snow, and it's like a news clip, and it's Albany, Oregon, and that's where we're going. And they're having like a blizzard, so maybe we do a barbecue, a cook off, and then ice fish, and who knows what.
So one more question about Belize from Tom Fuentes. How's the barbecue out there? Did you try any of the food? Did you try any of the barbecue? It's different, right? It's is it? I don't know. You tell me. I've never been down there.
Well, so I think we went. I went to a place. I met Randy Young, which was the guy we went with, who kind of runs the whole operation. His son said, "Yeah, I know a place. We'll go up there." And towards me being barbecue, we went to a place called Brantley Barbecue, and it was more, I think, geared to try to be kind of more American style, and um, it was all right. I mean, let's face it, I don't really go eat barbecue that much, and I don't crave it, but it was kind of cool to go experience some barbecue when you're in Belize. I think that's pretty cool. And, but no, it wasn't much. It didn't appear to be like trying to be much different. I think they were trying to copy American. Maybe the cruise ships dock there and people go to eat at that place. I'm not sure. Yeah.
So we're this year, 2021. We're just ending. It's New Year's Eve, right? Tomorrow's 2020. Or here in an hour and a half is 2022. You did a big thing this year. You went full on barbecue, right? 2021 was that?
Yeah.
Or did you start that in 2020? But
no, that was this year. Yeah.
So full on barbecue. Takes a big decision to do that. What were you thinking going into that, and how's it going right now, man? You're it's, what, 10 months in, however many months in you're in?
Yeah, I guess about 9 months in or so. It just feels normal now. It didn't at first, because when you work for 25 years, when I say work, have a job, go to work, this and that, and then you're kind of off because the routine's not. It's just something new, and you kind of got to figure it out. And yeah, I'm loving it. I couldn't imagine doing anything different at this point. Already got new things planned for this upcoming year, and just keep grinding. And it's kind of fun being able to have the time to do anything that pops in your head, type deal. To just drive forward towards.
Yeah. So things are going well, though, right? I see your products all over the place now. I'm watching. I do watch a lot of these type shows, but I watch from all over the country, and there's from people from Georgia all the way to California. They're I'm sure Florida's using it too, but they're all using LC barbecue products, and I'm a big believer in it. You know that. But talk about the success on that, and where are you shipping? Have you shipped all 50 states yet?
It's not something that we tracked. I wouldn't be surprised if we have, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have not. But we seems like we've shipped everywhere. We've shipped to quite a few different countries: Australia, New Zealand, Canada, even Saudi Arabia, and I'm sure I'm missing a few more. But yeah, man, we ship all over, and I think this year just cooking a lot of KCBS and traveling and cooking in different areas, and me just doing what I do every other place. Shows the product line works, and it's kind of opened up another product line to something that a lot of people didn't know anything about. So we're just trying to continue to grow and um, grow the product line.
So, do you got any? I know you are, but you got anything in the pipes? Anything new coming up that we may not know about that you can disclose?
Yeah, for sure. I'll talk about it. I'm trying to. I've got a couple on the forefront that I'm working on, trying to get released. Taki, which I've worked on for a couple years, at least. I've got to where I want, and that's something I want to get released early 2022. And then I've also been working on another pork injection. No different than Angry Bull, Play Bull, two different in beef injections, two different pork injections, and another flavor profile, something that I've already had some pretty good success with, and I'm going to keep playing around with, and we'll see where that goes. But that's kind of what I've been working on, and what you can expect to see from us in early quarter 22.
Sweet. All right, well, I told you everybody it was going to be a 10, 15-minute tops hit just because I got a lot of people to get on this show tonight. But last thing, what you doing on New Year's Eve? Where's the family? What are y'all doing right now, man? Looks pretty chill. I'm surprised you're even up. Thanks for staying up, by the way. Is your sleep pattern still the same now that you're a full-on barbecue guy? Are you staying up a little later and waking up a little later too, or what?
No, not really. No. I mean, I would say I get up just a little bit. I normally get up around daybreak or whatever, and then 8:30. That's pretty much it for me. After that, it's just hard to keep the eyes open, So yeah, I'm on overtime tonight. Gladly, I wouldn't miss this, Rob.
They're saying shortens Brian's time to keep Phil on. Oh man. Well, cool, brother. Well, before we let you go, anything you want to say before I let you get out of here? I appreciate you again. Thanks for coming on. I texted Phil yesterday, and he was getting on a plane to come back home from Belize, and he's like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I appreciate that, man. Anytime I call you, you're ready to go. I appreciate you doing that, man.
Oh, for sure, man. Just everybody have fun.
Love you too, baby.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Love you guys.
Let's look forward to 22, huh?
That's right. Let's have a great 2022, man. That's going to be awesome, man. Love you guys, Carmen, Phil, and your family, everybody over there. We'll see you soon. Are you going to Eagle Pass?
No, I got my class. I got my class in San Antonio at Lone Star Barbecue Pro Shop that same weekend. So
let's talk. Let's promote it real quick. What you got going on that weekend? Tell everybody.
Yeah, so January 15th, a one-day class. It'll be all day on Saturday. It's a KCBS class with Richard Fergalicious Barbecue out of Kansas City, KC Grilling Company. So we're both doing all 4 KCBS meats. I'll also be doing half chickens as well. It's going to be a great class, and we still have a few seats left, so we'd love to have you. Still time to sign up if you'd like. January 15th. Are
you going to teach him that 5-minute kale box?
You know it. All
right.
For sure.
That's good. That's good. All right, cool. Well, thanks again, man. We appreciate you very much, and you'll be on the show in 2022. Appreciate that. Of course, you always got that kicker, that opener. I appreciate that as well. We need to do another one, man.
Yeah, we do, for sure.
We need to update that one. All right, Phil. There he was. Yes, sir. There it was right there. Love you, brother. We'll see you soon.
Oh, y'all.
All right. There he was, Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue. Speaking of LC Barbecue, he is a sponsor of the show. Let's do a quick sponsor spot while I got time. Shout out to our great sponsors, Rec Tech, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, LC Barbecue, Rick's RV Rentals and Repairs, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Jay Harding and Company, Texas Oil Dust, Bullprint Wraps and Graphics, and The Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the Stove Smoking Scooter Show. All righty, yes, thank you, sponsors. RecTech, appreciate that. Speaking of RecTech, I am efforting to get my buddy Chef John Pannell from RecTech. He is trying to. He sent me text. That's who I've been texting. He's having trouble with the link. We'll see if we can get him on. But I had Brian Fox lined up for 10:50, but he's watching this show, and I gave him that shout out. Brian, you're bumped up, my man. You're bumped up, and I'm going to get him on right now. People were wondering, Brian Fox, what is Brian Fox doing on this show? Well, let's let him talk to you about it. Let's see what's going on with Brian Fox. Brian, how was that NyQuil? Was that NyQuil? Did you actually go and get some name brand shit this time?
No, I got a Ford barbecue. So this is the generic HEB.
The generic HEB. Shout out to HEB. Hey, why not? Let's get HEB involved. Roddy Trevino's watching. He's with HEB. So are you feeling under the weather? Are you recovering? Are you on the other side of this thing? You know you're going to be knocked out in about 20 minutes after you just took that swig, by the way.
I'm actually drinking about half the bottle, so yeah. Because obviously only girls use measuring cups these days. So
that is true. Brian took a picture with a measuring cup, and we're like, what? What is that? That's just a protective cap seal, man. You got to throw that away with the seal. How you doing, Brian?
11:30. I wasn't gonna make 11:30.
How you doing, Brian? People out there are wondering why Brian Fox is in this lineup right now. Why is Brian Fox on this lineup right now?
Well, I thought I was interviewing to be a co-host because I cook better than Case.
Ooh, I don't know. Chicken Fried Barbecue says nice shirt.
Well, no, this shirt's getting a little wore out. I need some more.
Yeah, I can see that.
That looks a little crusty.
That's rustic.
It is.
I'm retrying that. Okay, cool. All right, so Chef John is trying now. I just sent him a link via email. Anyway, we'll talk about that when he gets on. So Brian, you've had a great barbecue year, man. You what we all knew of Brian Fox was you were dabbling knee deep in the steak world. Talk about that. You were heavy in steak. What, 2018, 19, 20? What was that? When were you doing that?
We're doing it last year. That's only because so my girl wanted to do the steak comps because it's easy. You just show up, 15 minutes, cook a steak, and you're done. And hell, you can win more money getting first place than you can in a barbecue comp. So she enjoyed that. So I sponsored, got her a grill and everything. We went to Graham, Texas, Christmas weekend. And we went up there, and it was like 120 like the best steak cooks. And we hit up Cosmos Q, and he sent us some products, and she ran it. And out of 120, we both ended up getting 16th. So I think she was hooked after that. So we were doing a lot of Lone Star events, hitting Lone Star pretty hard, and then we got into the steak world, and now here we are in IBCA.
How'd you like the steak world? The one day set up, tear down.
Show up with a pop up, and one grill, and that was it. You're done in 15 minutes, and you're in and out. It was fun, but I'll tell you right now, you think barbecue world is challenging. Try to cook a steak. Everyone thinks, oh man, you drive that far just to cook a 15-minute steak or whatever it is. It's easy. It's not as easy as you think.
So I got involved in that Texas steak tour back in 19, I believe it was, and it's different. It's a different world, and I think in the Texas SCA competitions were different than if you go up in the northern side where they take that shit really seriously. You know, they've got these guys are dragging what do they call them? Working plays. You know, those travel trailers. They're dragging those things to cook a 15-minute steak, and those guys take it really seriously. And hey, hats off to them. It is cool. It's a one-day deal. You set up at 8 o'clock. You tear down. You're gone by 5, which is cool. I mean, you could do that in barbecue world, I guess, if you showed up early Saturday. And
not if you go to New Caney.
Why is that?
You stay till Sunday.
Oh. Well, there are contests that you have to stay that extra day. So let's talk about now you ventured into the bar. You kind of mentioned you were dabbling in the Lone Star. Now you're doing some IBCA, a lot of IBCA. And you're having success this year. That's awesome, man. I was on the show because you do watch the show. Dang it. All right, we are not going to have Chef John on. He is having issues on his end. We'll get him on at another time. I apologize for that, but it's okay. The show must go on. If anybody wants to jump in, no.
Oh. Yeah.
Because I got people behind. Actually, you do. You might have a little window here. You got a little window here, Brian. So, all right. So, you're having a lot of success. And what I was going to say is that before I saw that text message, on this show, as you watch, we do that bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap where we read off the team names that have won RGC or GC and this and that and that. So I remember seeing it, earlier this year, where I'd see Brian Fox. I was like,
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, awesome, Brian Fox, good job, got to go. Then I saw it again, Brian Fox. You're putting together a pretty solid year, my man. What did you count that to, and maybe just trying more? Is your girl cooking all your food now? I don't know what's going on over here.
Well, when we were doing Lone Star, I was having a lot of success in Lone Star, and then I would go on my friends' barbecue success pages on IBCA, and I would comment, and everybody like, well, this isn't Lone Star SCA, you can't compete. And I used to always post my photos, and everybody was like, oh, your food will never be able to compete with IBCA people's food. And I eventually, I thought it was a joke, and I just got tired of it. And then one day, Alan Freeman hit me up, and it was Lake Livingston. What was it called? Smoking on the Pines or something like that. And Livingston, it's the last cook-off of the IBCA year. And he says, hey, man, just come out and cook. And it's the same thing as Lone Star. So I went out there and I cooked, and boy, I tell you what, I had a hell of a problem. Dropping chickens, and it was a bad day. But at the end of the day,
chickens.
Yeah, I dropped the chicken. I mean, it was a beautiful chicken. Not after I dropped it, but I still turned it in. And
what did you drop it on?
The ground. So I took it out of the drum, and I had a hole in my my heated gloves, and it burnt my hand. I dropped it. I threw the tray, cursing. Alan Freeman stopped cooking. Omar, Adam, everybody stopped cooking, and they were just like, "What just happened?"
Did they see the chicken on the ground? Did Alan see the chicken on the ground?
Alan said, you have a spare chicken. So my spare chicken, the skin had split. I took it off. Didn't even want to deal with it anymore. So I was using my backup bird, and it fell on the ground. So then Alan's like, hey, just take this out. Omar and everybody came over. Like, hey, man, just cool down. You're good. You'll be all right. And I turned it. This bird was like black by the time I cooked an entire bird. I think I did like a Lee Hickle. It was done in like 23 minutes.
What was your emotional state when they came over?
It was actually humbling because you don't see a lot of that. Nobody's gonna. It was during chicken turning. You had about 30 minutes till chicken turn in.
No. But what was your emotional state? What were you? Where were you?
Nobody. Oh yeah. So Chancey, when I threw the tray across the parking lot, she went inside the camper. She didn't want to deal with me. The kids went in the camper. Nobody wanted to talk to me. I was pissed. And so everybody came over, calmed me down. I put the chicken on the Weber, got to like almost 600 degrees, cooked it. It was ugly, and turned it in, and it hit first. And everybody in the crowd was like, there is no way that this bird, and it was like 58 teams there. And Alan Freeman was laughing, and he even went up and asked Kevin, goes, are the judges' stomachs okay after they tasted the chicken? Because it was ugly and nasty, and it worked out. I think I ended up GCing that one. So
how long did you cook this chicken?
23 minutes. 24 minutes.
And how hot was this? 600 degrees?
600 degrees. Skin split and everything. It was ugly.
But you got it done.
I did get it done. Yeah, it was humbling to have everybody come over, and you don't have that because I didn't have a lot of friends in Lone Star because I showed up just to cook and went home. That's it. I didn't meet anybody. I wasn't. And all my friends were doing IBCA, so yeah.
My man Aaron Leslie's watching. What's up, Aaron? Bill Purvis is watching. I do have an extra 10 minutes, anybody, if y'all want to jump in. Mr. Chef John, I appreciate his efforts. He's having computer issues. He was trying, guys. He was hitting on his phone and also his laptop. He was texting me the whole time. That's who I just finished texting. But we'll get Chef John on. I really wanted y'all to meet Chef John. He's a really awesome chef from RecTech out in Georgia. So I was going to have people from Georgia and California on today, all over the country, celebrating our New Year's Eve. But right now we got Mr. Brian Fox on with Just Smoking Around. That is the perfect name for you. I thought whenever I started reading that, Brian Fox just smoking around, I was like, that fits Brian right there.
Well, I appreciate it. It took. I had to go on the IBCA page and look up names that were already taken because I was like, man, I had like a lot of names that I wanted, and every single name was taken. So, but I started this journey, and then after that, the IBCA started kicking off, and then so I've been friends with Caleb for a long time. He's the most hated man in barbecue.
Why is that? Why is he the most hated man in barbecue?
I think it's just because he's blunt. I think that's what it is. I don't know. He's never done me wrong, so everybody has their perspective of Caleb. I mean, he is one mouthy asshole. I'll tell you that. He will speak his mind. He doesn't care if he loses friends. Hell, he doesn't. I think he only has like 4 friends. I'm one of them. And but yeah, everyone has their own perspective though. But unless you actually sit down and have a conversation with him and actually know him, then he's actually a different guy. But anyway, so yeah, we teamed up this year, and we told him we're going to hit the trail and try to be first and second in every single category. And he's doing great. I'm falling behind, but that's how the barbecue trail works. But we've been hitting hard, and we still got 6 more months to go. So.
All right, so where are you at right now in the IBCA point standing? You told me a little earlier, but I wanted everybody to hear this because they asked, why is Brian Fox on the show? Did you see the comment about there's one name that sticks out like a sore thumb? And my buddy, Top Fan Tony, who's always quick with the look at that. He's like,
oh yeah, he's always quick.
He's talking about our 25,000 people watching, or 478 are blind. Top Fan Tony. It's like a fox in a hen house.
Yeah, but no. If I
believe you belong on this list. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought you on, brother.
Yeah. So.
You're having a good solid year. I know this isn't a full show to get Brian on. We'll have to do a full show maybe with you. Maybe we'll see where it ends up.
Your chicken show. I can teach everybody how not to cook a chicken.
You can tell everybody about 23 minutes. I'll have you and Lee Hickle on with your 13-minute and 23-minute chicken stories. But yeah, talk about your season so far. 2021 is kind of reflection. So talk about your season right now.
Yeah, so I've done 12 cook-offs so far this year. I've had to take some weekends off for the kids, but out of the 12, I've placed in all 12, top 10 in all 12. Number 3 overall. If I can keep Jerry to stop cooking, which is hard, but if I can keep him to stop cooking, I'll be number 2. But 3rd overall, 2nd brisket, 3rd ribs, and of course y'all know I suck in chicken, so it's 10th right now. So
you're 3rd in ribs, and you're 2nd in brisket. To who? Yeah. Who are you behind in brisket? Caleb?
Oh, who do you think?
Caleb
is 1st in every category.
Is he really?
1st chicken, 1st rib, 1st brisket, 1st overall, 1st in the region. And he's going to be the first, hopefully be the first to get a 10 GCs in a year and get a coin, but Jesus, yeah, he's killing it. And can you believe that I cook every single weekend with him, and I can't even get no recipes, man. So you figured he wouldn't want to cook with such a loser.
I did not realize that Caleb is 1st in every category.
Yeah. Right
now, that's pretty strong.
Jerry's close behind him though. Jerry's only like 400 points behind him.
All right. So what's your goal for the rest of the year? When does the season end for IBCA? In July?
June 30th.
June 30th. Okay, so we got half a year left.
Yeah.
So what you got 6 months left. What's your goals here going into 2022? That's what this show's about. We talked about your 2021. What's your goals moving forward for 2022?
I'm going to try to catch Jerry as soon as possible, but if not, I'm happy.
Caleb says Chad, not Caleb, says you're wearing the wrong knee pads. You get some recipes.
He obviously is wearing the good knee pads. He's following his brother's footsteps to open a restaurant. But
there you go. All right.
But I finished 2020.
Not COVID. Just blowing my nose, people. Sorry.
Dang, I gave you the virus. Sorry.
No, you didn't. All right. So,
I'm
sorry. I was reading that comment. Tell me again your 22 goals.
Well, like I said, if I can keep Jerry from cooking, my goal is to be 2nd in every category, and hopefully I can finish strong. If not, my goal was just be in the top 10, just to show. I had a lot of people, saying that I would never be able to compete in IBCA. So that's my only goal this year is to beat top 10 and hopefully prove that my food can compete with the best of them. So that's my goal. and hopefully it works out.
Now, this is a Texas barbecue show. This isn't a CBA show. I do have one of those, but I am fair. I feel that I am to other deal. But I do want to ask your opinion on what, some of the struggles they're going through right now in IBCA. How do you feel about I feel like they're righting the ship. I haven't seen any issues in the last couple months, but how do you feel they're going about their business right now? Because you're cooking it. You're doing it every weekend, week out.
It's a learning curve. I'd say that, and it's a learning curve for a lot of people that want to learn it. I understand. IBCA has had their hiccups. CBA is doing great. After this season's over with, I'm gonna hit CBA hard, and appreciate it, Aaron. Appreciate it. But hopefully when this season's over, I'm going to go to CBA. I would love for IBCA to get to the level of CBA. So everyone can be on the same playing field. But, IBCA is just doing it better. But as of IBCA, it's a learning curve, man. It's not about ugly barbecue, good barbecue. Now you show up, you cook the barbecue, you let the judges taste, and you either going to get a good score or you're going to get a bad score. I feel that the top boxes of each table should be taken to the final round and then wiped clean, and then you start over. Then the best barbecue of the day is competing against each other. That's just how I see it. Right now, you still have a table of death, and it's not right. But hey, it's barbecue. You're either going to show up and you're either going to do good, and you're not. But right now, it's a learning curve. But it's working so far.
Well, cool. I feel like they are. I feel like they've turned that corner, maybe, hopefully, and I feel like they're on the right path to figuring things out, because I really want them to succeed. I really want all that. I'm not gonna cook another IBCA event. I did one in Friends for Wishes. I had a good event. I had a great experience. I thought they did a fine job.
You're planning on doing CBA, man. You're dominating CBA.
It's it's a new venture, and I know right now there's a lot of new teams that are coming in, so it's going to be a lot tougher this year than it was last year. That being said, there was a lot of good teams that we were competing with this year, so I appreciate those kind words. But this is about you, my man. So
hopefully I can get that port class and I can come join the CBA one day. But
I did tell you,
I know,
and I'll stand by my word.
I'm gonna finish this trail, and when I'm done with it, I'm gonna hit it hard, hopefully.
Well, continue doing what you're doing. Like I said, I am very proud to read your name whenever I see it on those grands and reserves. And I didn't realize you're sitting that high up in your categories, but congratulations, and keep going strong. You have 6 months to close out. Maybe we'll touch base with you at the end of this thing and see where you end up there.
I appreciate it, man. Happy New Year's to everybody, and good luck on the trail, man.
You got any shout-outs you want to give before I let you get?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out to Bill Purvis. Ryan, boy, that rib grind. If you ain't tried it, Jesus, man, you got to get on. That's why my ribs are so dang good, man. And Lucky Charm Barbecue, that's my injections and seasonings, everything that's made me so successful as I am right now. So, but, yeah, shout out to them, man, and hopefully everybody's going to have a good year this year.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you, Brian. Thanks for accepting the invite, and we'll do it again. Like I said, let's close out strong, and we'll see where this ends up, and I'll be touching base back with you. Maybe we'll get Case on. I'd like to see you and Case on the same screen. That would be fun.
I'm just trying to figure out, man, boy, I'll tell you what. Yeah.
You and Case are buddies, right? Y'all are buddies.
Case and Caleb all on the same show. I think you'd have a record-breaking show on that thing. You just let us speak the mind, and it'd be a great show.
Can we all fit, all four of us, on the same screen?
I got a projector.
We'll see how that goes, man. But that wouldn't be bad. We'll see old Caleb. He brings. I could have a lot of viewers. He brings a lot of Russian viewership to our show.
Yes, they just are, because now it's going to be your shows.
He brings a lot of Ruski viewership to the show. All right, buddy. Well, hey, congratulations on your season. Continue, kick ass, and we'll touch base.
All right, brother. Happy New Year's to everybody.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
Take care.
Brian Fox, guest number 3 on the New Year's Eve special. We got one in the green room that I'll bring on here in just a moment. But we're going to take a quick sponsor spot, and then I'm going to do another Dennis video real quick, and then we'll take a break for 1 minute, and then we'll get Mr. Clarence Joseph from Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue on. He's our next guest on the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Well, hello there. I'm Dennis Butterworth with Warpick Barbecue, but you can call me Butter, and you're listening and watching the So Smoking Gooder Show with Rob Arocha.
Shout out to our great sponsors, Tech, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, LC Barbecue, Rick's RV Rentals and Repairs, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Jay Harding and Company, Texas Oil Dust, Bullprint Wraps and Graphics, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smoking Gooder Show. Yes, chicken fried barbecue grinds. Brian Fox mentioned Bill Purvis and his fine line of barbecue products. You can find them at all of your barbecue retailers locally. I don't know. Bill's in the comments. Bill, where can you find all your products? I know you can find them at the Barbecue Store in Hempstead for sure. So make sure you're hitting up Dustin Stanley's store out in Hempstead. He's got plenty of the chicken fried barbecue grind. All right. Fred Robles is in the house. What's up, Fred? What does the Fox say? There he was. Brian Fox. Brian says he will be inviter. And he also thanks Aaron Leslie, for the comments. Aaron Leslie, let me send you the link, because now Aaron will close out the show. One last order of business before we get Mr. Clarence Joseph on. Sorry, guys, I'm a one-man operation right now. Mr. Case Han. I am Han Solo today. Case Han is not joining me tonight. Somebody just clicked in. All right, let's get him on right now. Oh, where did I'm sorry. Clarence is not in the green room. He was just in. Clarence, get back in, and I'll get you right on as soon as you're ready. Was it something I said, Clarence? Was it something I said? All right, we got 26,000 viewers watching, and we've got Daddy Dutch. How many we got sitting on YouTube right now? All right, so that was fun. We've had Brian Fox on, Phil Breeden, Tom Fuentes. We've got another guest coming up, Mr. Hondo Hernandez out of California. We'll bring him on shortly, but I'm wanting to get Clarence on. So Clarence will be on here shortly. And then we're going to close out. No, we're not going to close out. We got David and Carlo checking in. And then we also have Aaron Leslie to close out the show and wish everybody a happy new year. All right, guys. So while I got a few minutes, okay, he's working on it. Got kicked out of the green room. Alicia's checking in. Well, I'm going to sit tight until he gets back in here, because I definitely want Clarence on the show. Guys, if y'all have questions for Clarence or Hondo or David Gonzalez or Carlo Casanova or Aaron Leslie, we still have plenty of show left. We're just about to enter our second hour of viewing. It is almost 11 o'clock. That means it's about to be New Year's in the East Coast. Pretty cool. But I appreciate you guys watching. I decided, like I said earlier, why not? Let's put these guys together. Let's put a little entertainment out there. A lot of us aren't out and about right now for New Year's. So y'all are about to hear a lot of fireworks going off. Hopefully not coming through this microphone, but all in my neighborhood. It's about to get wild here in about 1 minute or so. 2 minutes. Smack them. Yes, Roddy. No, we're not going to smack them. We're not going to smack them. All right, guys, so let's talk barbecue, guys. Right now, I have a few minutes before Clarence gets on. I do want to mention a contest coming up that is important to me. Let me get this up real quick. It's the Champions of Barbecue. It's the Champions Barbecue Alliance Banquet and Cook-Off. It's going to be a $20,000 payoff for the cook-off. That's going to be January 14th and 15th of here in a couple weeks, 2022, in Eagle Pass, Texas. Entry fee is $225. That is all 4 categories. You can contact Sarah Starr or Jonathan Maurer. You can check out cbabbq.com, but that is the cook-off and banquet, people. We're going to have a really awesome banquet with lots of door prizes and whatnot. We're also going to be celebrating our top 10 of the year finishers for the Champions Barbecue Alliance for the inaugural year 2021 for the CBA. And this thing's going to be going on for years and years, I guarantee you guys. So if you guys want to get in on that, you can contact cbabbq.com, get you registered for the event. You still have 1 hour to get in to be eligible for the $75. There's 4 $75 gift cards that are going to be awarded to the people that are registered before 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. On the 1st. So you got 1 hour to get registered. Get yourself registered right now. And you can be eligible for 4 of the $75 gift cards that we will do. Yep, Laura Davis, can't wait for that as well. It's coming up. So excited. Candy Baines. We're going to be celebrating promoters and cookers and all kinds of things. It's going to be a good time, I guarantee. All right, let me knock this off the screen so y'all can see my lovely face. We're still waiting on Clarence to get in. Something happened. I don't know what's going on with my connections because that's 2 now. I really did want to get Chef John on there, but if you have had questions, like I said, y'all can talk about that. See, you could have stayed on the show, Brian. I know, Brian. We'll get you on again for sure. But I tell you what, while Clarence is coming on, I've got somebody in the green room. I'm going to bring him on. So, Clarence, while you're figuring that out, I'm going to bump you back for about 10, 15 minutes. But I'm going to get my man Hondo Hernandez. He's a pitmaster out of California. I'm going to bring him on right now. There he is. What is up, Hondo? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for cheers. Let's cheers this real quick.
Hey, there you go.
Boom. There it was right there. Happy New Year, buddy. How are you doing?
Happy New Year. I'm doing good.
All right. So a lot of people don't know Hondo Hernandez that watch this show. This is a Texas-based show. We are reaching out. That's why I wanted to introduce the world to you, or not the world, but the Texas audience that I have. And I wanted Chef John on out of Georgia, but this is my man from California. Hondo, introduce yourself to the people that are watching, please, sir.
Well, started as a barbecue competitor, turned chef, opened up a restaurant for 2 years, highly successful, voted best barbecue 2 years in a row. The first one only after coming about 6 months of being open. KCBS competitor, mostly 2-time steak champion in Las Vegas. I've done a little bit of everything, and I owe a lot of it to the gentleman that represents this cap and has brought me in with open arms as a member of the Brisket Cartel, Mr. Ernest Cervantes, who was a big instrumental part to my success. But yeah, he paved the way for me for sure. And then I kind of took what him and learning from Fred and Ernest and Roddy. I know Rod Star. We go back and forth, and I miss those guys. I miss my Texas family. Every time I get a chance to go out there, I try to. I know this COVID thing kind of messed everything up, but we'll be back out there. I just recently went out there. I want to say in October to go see Ernest's spot that week. He got voted number 4 in Texas Monthly, which was a big deal. But I had to support my cartel brother out there for sure.
Awesome. Well, real quick, Clarence is back in the green room. Clarence, give me about 15 minutes. I had to get Hondo on. He says, okay, cool, we're good. But, hey, yeah, you cannot wear that hat, and that is a coveted hat, right? You know this, right? I don't know if you know, or you do, you know. It is a coveted hat. You can't be in the Brisket Cartel unless you are asked to be in the Brisket Cartel by Mr. Ernest. So
yes, sir.
He has taken it upon that to anoint you as a member of the Brisket Cartel. Blessed. What does that mean to you, man?
The worlds, man, especially being out in California. You know, anytime I would go out there with Ernest and the crew and go out to the Royal and out there in San Antonio and Pleasanton and being able to cook out there, you know, the response from everyone is California gets kicked in the teeth, you know, all the time. I mean, that's just it. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? I don't argue with it at all. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, I'll cook. We'll see when the dust settles what happens. And more times than not, it's like, hey, all right. And so, you know, it's been a while since I've been on the competition trail and shit, but I I thought about going back, and I don't know if I can now that the restaurant has gotten like deep in my veins. So I think that's kind of the route that I'm headed, and kind of hanging up the competition aspect. I've got my trophies, I've got my accolades. I'm not worried about any of that. So.
Yeah, so let's talk about your team, Show Off Barbecue. You started, you were doing the California circuit. Was that mainly KCBS, or is that something? Has that got their own?
Yeah, all KCBS.
And y'all were doing pretty well. You had a big group. I remember. So I've been following you. You and I've been friends, Facebook friends for about 5 years now, I believe.
Yep.
And then we met in Pleasanton when you came down those couple of years. And I loved hanging out with you. We kicked it off pretty cool. I thought you and I have a great relationship. And I've been following you, and I see you and you have your crew, right? Y'all are a big group of guys. You played ball, right? You played a lot of softball.
Yeah, we played a lot of slow pitch softball and fast pitch softball. So that's kind of how the Show Off brand started, and that's how I started cooking. Was out there in that parking lot.
It doesn't look like I did, but I played a lot of softball too. So I feel like you and I have this same.
That was the best part about it. Was the barbecue world, the softball world. There wasn't too many cool guys out there doing it, so everyone was all right.
It's not, and it's all about hanging out in the parking lot drinking beer.
Yeah, throw a couple golfers in there and you'll be all right. The build is the same.
It's the same thing, right? You go out and drink beer in a parking lot, and then you go do your thing for an hour, and you come back and drink more beer in a parking lot. So
absolutely,
it's really the same thing but different. So, but yeah, so you had this whole crew. Now, do y'all still operate as a crew now, or y'all? I know you're not really doing much anymore.
No, unfortunately, the last year that I competed, one of my main guys, who was like my brother, who kind of started out with me from the beginning, ended up tragically passing away the last time that I was out in Pleasanton competing. And so the second day that we were there, I got a phone call from somebody saying that there had been a crazy accident. We were both in 2 different tours. He was very big into the tattoo circuit and doing those type of events, and he was on his way down south to another event, and they got into a crazy car accident. And so ever since then, it kind of just didn't feel right to continue that, playing ball and competing. It was kind of one of those things that he was the life of the party. He kind of brought everyone together. And so a lot of people, we all kind of went our own ways, and we still talk every now and then, but it's just not the same.
So a lot of guys are interested in competition, but how is the competition scene out in Cali as we talk right now? I know I'm sure you kind of keep tabs on it.
I do, and not to knock it, but the competition scene out here is kind of lame compared to Texas. Obviously, Texas, Kansas City, the Midwest, and everywhere else. I mean, you're talking about you can go to Texas, and any given weekend you can compete at your choice of 2 or 3 within a stone's throw of each other every weekend. Right. Whereas out here, you have one contest per month, and it's usually you have to drive anywhere from 3, 4, 5, 6 hours from where I'm at, which I'm in Central California, right on the coast. So you would have to travel, and then it's once a month that you would have these contests. So they're few and far between. Any given time, your entire circuit, if you compete at every event in California, you're probably only going to compete in about 8 to 9 contests.
And how many teams are generally? Does it track a lot of teams?
Pretty good, and there's some heavy hitters out there. You got Big Papa Smokers out here, and Loot and Booty will come over from Arizona. You got a couple guys out in the Northwest. You got Sugars. You have a couple guys up in the Bay Area. Son of Smoke. You have Barbecue, Simply Marvelous down south. I mean, a lot of guys down in the southern area, they usually take it a little more serious than some of the guys up in the northern area. But, I mean, it's a pretty good showing. A lot of guys from Nevada. So, I mean, you'll probably get about 45 to 50 teams at a contest, at some of the larger ones, maybe 60 to 65 at some of the bigger ones. But they do tend to be pretty heavy when it comes to the actual festival part of it, and they try to make it like an all-in-one kind of thing. Which we have won our fair share at that, doing the Gilroy Garlic Festival, which is the largest outdoor festival on the West Coast. And we have won that one twice. And so it's nice. It's cool, but it's not like being able to go and compete and get a lot of wins under your belt and more practice and everything. You spend more time practicing than you actually do competing out here.
Yeah, because they're not too and far between. But so do y'all also have like a lot of public events where y'all have to feed the public, or do y'all have to do that, or is it kind of
You don't have to. No, okay. You don't have to. A lot of people do, and we tend to do that a lot more because, just like anybody knows, when you go to compete, it's hit and miss. You're not guaranteed to win.
Right.
Obviously, you don't want to think that, but if you go to Vend and like us, we would actually take back when we were competing. We had Daigle's barbecue sauce as a sponsor back then, and so we would sell sauce, we would sell merchandise, we would sell hats, we would sell shirts, we would sell rubs, and between that and then doing like People's Choice and vending, we would make more money doing that than actually winning at a competition. So for us, it was like, you guys can have it, for whatever. I like, my whole thing was I already won. I've gotten my trophies, so I'm here to make money, and that was the end goal. Especially, better than anyone, when Mama's involved, it's like, okay, well, hold on, how much are you spending? And when the bill for the competition already is over $1,000 before you even get there and light a fire, it's what makes sense.
Somebody said we're doing legalized gambling, which we are, and you're just hedging your bets right there by vending and doing all that, making sure you come out ahead.
Absolutely.
So you were doing all that, and you were pretty successful. Like I said, I've been following you for a little while, and then you came to Texas, and kind of Ernest kind of took you under his wing a little bit, and tell me about that experience with Ernest and kind of where that maybe did it. I'm sure it did. It elevated you a little bit, right?
I mean, it's like, and the crazy thing is like, to know the relationship between me and Ernest. He calls me his little brother. Not just because I look like a miniature version of him, back when we were competing, my beard was a lot bigger before I got into the restaurant industry. But, we had met on social media, and it wasn't because of barbecue. It was because of my graphic design background. He had wanted me to do shirts for him, and so he reached out to me. And at that time, I was like fangirling out because I had followed this guy from watching barbecue Pitmasters and Pitmasters All-Stars, and just seeing a big Mexican dude do it. And I'm like, you know what? This is my fucking dude. Like, I really liked him. And every time we come on, I tell my wife, babe, this is the guy. And so when he reached out to me, it was around July, and it was around my birthday. So I'm pretty sure that, there was a lot of mix up when he had messaged me. And what ended up happening was, I didn't see his message until almost December of that year. And so when I seen it, I almost cried. And I told my wife, I'm like, I just blew the biggest opportunity I've ever had, because this is the dude that I look up to so much. And I just blew him off. Like, the message was read, but I didn't remember seeing it. It just kind of was one of those got scrolled over. And I think it was, getting a lot of messages for my birthday or whatever. And I just kind of went right past it. So I reached out to him, and I apologized and told him what happened. And he kind of laughed and was like, yeah, I messaged you a while back. And it was about doing shirts. And then the relationship kind of grew from there. So, but being able to watch that man cook, I mean, it was an amazing, amazing experience. And I just remember, like, that was one of the only times that I remember cooking and like not really drinking or anything, because I was just soaking everything in, watching every single time this man, I mean, how many times he wiped his face, I mean, in between it just was like watching everything, trying to soak everything in. And I think he really appreciated that I just had paid attention so much and was just so appreciative that I was there to kind of take in the experience with him. That after the first time, we were pretty much together about every month after that, at different contests and different events. So it was really, really great. And I took a lot from it. And then through Ernest, I was able to meet and cook with Carlo Casanova on his team the year that they got that first place call at the American Royal for brisket. I was on that team. And granted, I didn't do much but build the boxes and was like the bitch guy, but I always tell them, like, I did build that box. Like, I did build that box. I got that double perfect brisket score. But being able to watch Fred together with Ernest, with Carlo, and Jay Tinney was on that team also. It was a lot of Texas talent. And for me, just being a kid from California, I was so blessed to be a part of that team that year. And it just opened my eyes to a whole world of endless possibilities. And that just kind of set with me forever.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you took advantage of that prime opportunity for sure. I'm going to ask you one question going back to that, and then I'm going to step ahead, and then we'll get out of here. But so you were mentioning the California scene over there. What is your first impressions when you came over to Texas? Was the Turn and Burn that first Texas barbecue competition that you were at?
Yeah, that was the first one, and the first one that I went to, it was fucking raining, and I remember watching guys pull out these big ass trailers with tractors that were stuck in mud, and I was just like, man, what in the hell is going on here? And it rained on and off that year, and it was just, I think I was more blown away by the hospitality of everybody, because I had competed out in California, and some of the people, you know, they're cool, you know, everybody's friendly, but everybody's real hush hush with stuff. And I think the hospitality of it, just, I think the state of Texas in general, and just being out in the Midwest was just culture shock for me, because I wasn't used to that. And you know, my wife, this last time we went to Texas this year, was my wife's first time visiting Texas, and she didn't want to come home. If it was up to her, we would stay out there. And I've always pitched that to her with it. But her argument is, I know too many of you guys that if we move to Texas, she's never going to see me again, because I'm going to be hanging out with y'all the whole time. That was her MO. But she visited this last time. We got to hang out in San Antonio area for a while, and it was about a week that we were here. We went out to Houston for a little bit, but she didn't want to come home. And so, you know, that might be a tell of the times. I mean, California is getting worse and worse. I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, it's one of those things that if anything were to happen, you know which way I'm going.
Well, come on, brother. We'd love
Absolutely.
to. Somebody has a question. Wes Reed has a question about brisket prices. How are they in Cali right now?
Brisket prices right now for primes, I am paying about $478, $480 a pound.
That's the same right now here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's through a wholesale distributor, and I have to buy by the case.
Oh no, that's what you can go in HEB and buy them for $4.89 right now.
No, that's if I were to go buy it in the store, I'm looking at $5.50 to almost $6 a pound.
There you go. Roddy said that's when you cook
don't
that.
Don't even get me on tri-tip prices right now, because right now they're about $9 to $10 a pound.
Oh, I thought that's all y'all cooked over there.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Roddy said that's when you cooked the tri-tip when you were
Absolutely.
here. Yeah, so I've always
every time I go, I take tri-tip from California, and I crowd vac it, and I take it in a Yeti backpack, and I bring it out there and cook. I just did that with Ernest and his crew the last time I visited there at the Burnt Bean. I brought about 4 tri-tips from California, and I cooked for the whole crew, because I see Ernest's posts, and you know how it is at the end of the day. Everybody's tired, everybody's beat down, and I showed up. Me and the wife went to HEB. I loaded up on supplies and everything else. I brought the tri-tips, and I ended up cooking tri-tip and shrimp ceviche and fed the whole crew.
All right, brother. I got to get you on the show for a full show, because I got so many more questions to ask of you. But hey, I appreciate you taking a minute and coming on this New Year's Eve special.
Yeah,
and you add a big time clout to this lineup, and I appreciate that. And
I appreciate that.
We'll catch up with you, because I know you got other shit going on right now, and I'm curious. I want everybody to talk about it. And but any you want to give a shout out before I let you get to anybody, or what's going on with you?
First and foremost, always Oklahoma Joe's, main sponsor. My boys, the Brisket Cartel. You already know. Snow Smoking Gooder Show. We're gonna get on to do it. But yeah, I mean, big things are coming 2022. We're geared up, we're pumped, and hopefully we can get on and start talking about that some more.
I got a couple minutes to talk about that. What you got going on coming up this year that you're planning on doing?
We recently just went full throttle into investing in ourselves, and we just pulled the trigger on a 20-foot barbecue trailer to get going for our business out here. So we have a 20-foot trailer coming with a fully equipped kitchen, 6-foot porch, 500-gallon vertical smoker that's being put on the back. It's being built in Houston, Texas. Trailer King Builders. They're putting it together for us. It should be ready in May. So I will be back out there to go pick that bad girl up. And we're gonna park it somewhere. We're gonna try to get some stuff going. I know a lot of people are eager to see, and we've even talked about possibly doing a barbecue trail on the way back home, and doing a couple stops on the way just to do some pop-ups and get the people some food.
When you find out the more details, or you circle in on that date, hit me up. Let's go check out an Astros game while you're here and do some stuff out here, man. Hey, I know you like baseball. I know you're not an Astros fan, but hey, you can appreciate. Yeah, I know.
There you go.
You can appreciate some good baseball and a cool ballpark. That's for damn sure.
I do. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll bang on a trash can for you too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Hondo Hernandez from Show Off Barbecue out in Cali.
Hey, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, brother. We'll see you soon, man. Take care. All right, there he was, Hondo Hernandez. Oh, I almost brought on Clarence right there. That was Hondo. Appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was pretty cool catching up with him. Our first guest from California. You know, Case always ends the show about good night, Barbecue Nation, and you too, California. I think he's talking to Hondo specifically. I don't know. I should have asked him that, but we'll get him back on the show for sure because I have so many more questions. All right, guys, I have to take a break before I get Clarence on because we're going to have a few more minutes with Clarence now that I have some time that Chef John wasn't able to make it. So give me 1 minute. We're going to take a 2-minute break now that we're in hour number 2. We're an hour and 20 minutes into hour number 2. So give me just 1 minute, and we'll take a short break, and then we'll get on with Mr. Clarence Joseph from Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue. All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks for sticking around while I had to check the tires. We're in an hour and 20 minutes into the show. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching this show. I appreciate that. We're going to have a... Am I not in focus now? Hold on 1 second. There we go. All good. Anyway, like I said, we're having a great New Year's Eve special. We've had Tom Fuentes, Phil Breeden. We've had Brian Fox, Hondo Hernandez. We still have Mr. Clarence Joseph, who I'm very excited to talk with. And we have David Gonzalez, Carlo Casanova, and Aaron Leslie to close out the show. It's going to be a good time. All right, let me catch my breath because I just ran. And I'm fat, and I don't run very well. So here we go. All right, let's bring him on. Clarence Joseph. I am so excited to talk to Clarence with Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue. Mr. CJ, how are you doing, Bubba?
Man, all is well. Life is good. How are you doing? How are folks out there doing tonight?
I don't know. I hope they comment. He asked y'all a question, guys. Y'all make your comments here. We got Daddy Dutch's 4,000 on you. We had a lot of YouTubers, man. I know you, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But real quick, what are your plans on New Year's Eve? What is a New Year's Eve night like now? In this stage of your life right now, Clarence, for you and Alicia.
Man, this stage started, I don't know, 15 years ago. As our world started getting crazy, man, Mom and I decided that this would be our New Year's Eve thing, man. We're in a house, and I mentioned on our stream last night that, we've got everything we need, man. Good food, good friends. no need to run the streets this time of the night on this particular day. So if we didn't have what we needed by dark, we weren't going to get it. So this is what we do. We usually watch the ball drop. We've got champagne. We've got great libation. And like I said, life is good.
I'm with you. I haven't been out probably 10, 12 years myself. This is not the night for me.
Yeah.
And you know me, I like to go out, but this isn't it here. Tonight, I stay my ass home and hopefully wake up the next morning to a new year. Well, that's cool, man. Tell Alicia hello, and I appreciate you coming on this show. I've been meaning to get you on for quite a while, and I know you've been doing your thing, but let's talk about that's kind of what this show's about, kind of reflect on 2021. You took another step. You took you took a little side step from what you were doing as far as competition world, and you kind of ventured into the YouTube scene. You and I kind of talked about that briefly, but talk to everybody kind of what you're doing that may not know, but you've got a pretty successful channel that's growing, and if you guys haven't checked it out, check it out on YouTube. We'll let him tell you all about it.
Well, when COVID kicked in last year and really shut down competition barbecue, that was the push that I kind of needed. I'd spoken to several YouTubers in the previous years that said, man, with your instructional capabilities, your classes, YouTube would be a pretty good avenue for you to venture down. And I listened to them and I thought about it, but never really had the motivation to do it. We were staying so busy with competitions that I really never had the time to put any time into a YouTube channel. But like I said, when COVID shut things down and I was fiending for cook-offs for those first couple of months, that is really where the YouTube venture kicked in. And man, after the first couple of months, I quickly found that creating those YouTube videos were such fun. Getting feedback from the audiences that are watching really made me want to do more. And man, it's been a pretty nice ride. We've met some awesome people, and I see so many of them right here in this chat. Some awesome YouTubers, some awesome content creators. And like you said, our channel is young, it's small, but man, it is experiencing a steady growth, and we appreciate all the love that the YouTube fans are showing us.
What I love about your channel is definitely informative, but aside from that, I love the fact that your wife is involved and she's very active on your live chats, and you can see that, and y'all are both communicating. I think that's important to have a successful venture, and you can probably speak on that. But the fact that you definitely give some awesome information for cooks, seasoned cooks, not only the guys that are starting out, but seasoned cooks that you have a lot of information a lot of us don't know or forgot about or just don't even think about that you share. And like I tell everybody, check it out. You're going to pick up one or two things that really elevate your game, what you're already doing. Talk about, because you're a teacher, your background, right? You have a background in teaching, and I think this is kind of an evolution, an easy way to you come across the camera very well, and you explain things very well. And for guys that hasn't checked out your YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Check it out for sure. But go ahead and talk about your background and kind of how that kind of equates to what you're doing right now.
I appreciate that, Rob.
Yeah.
Kind words, man. I served almost 21 years in the military. And from those 21 years, probably 15 of those years were spent in assignments where I was a coach, teacher, trainer, mentor, instructor. So it's something that I learned to do very well. And, I often say that just because one can cook doesn't mean that one can instruct cooking. There's an art to instructing. and I don't want to sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but toot toot. It's something that I think I do really well,
Toot, toot.
and it's something that I really enjoy. I really enjoy it. Uh, After I left the military, I taught public school for almost 9 years before the competition bug just really grabbed a hold of me. And I decided in 2014 to really focus on competition, on barbecue full time. Competitions, classes, and back then, Mama and I were doing a little bit of catering on the side. We've since kind of dropped catering all together. But that is how things have come about, man. And when I left public school teaching, I kind of missed the instruction portion. And as our barbecue team began to pick up steam, I had people on the side asking me about classes. And in 2015, we decided to give it a shot and see what type of class we would want to give. In the early stages, I really, really loved the idea of allowing students to bring their pits to the class, and we did that for a number of years. But physically and mentally, it got to be very demanding. Trying to keep track of 7 or 8 pits throughout the day. And you'd be amazed. Some students will forget what time we put something on, and I would have to try to backtrack to find out, is it time to open up this foil or whatever the case might be? So after 3 years of doing that, we decided, man, let's stop with the allowing pits in the class, and I would just do the cooking, the teaching, the explaining, and that's how we've been doing it. I believe since give or take 2018. And man, the class has been very successful. If it wasn't for COVID slowing things down, we'd be well over 500 grand in reserve grand championships since 2015 from the alumni of this class. So
Wow.
Very good, man. And that's not me. I can give you all the information you want, but you've still got to go out there and execute. So we've had some great students. We have some great students. And they're going to continue to do great things.
So you and I had an opportunity to talk in Uvalde, and I asked you, and I basically made the statement that your legacy is all these students that you have out there going, and talk about that right now. You have a lot of students out there that have started. Mike Seeley's in the comments. He said it's a phenomenal teacher, first class I've ever took, a great time. He's an up-and-comer, but no, I'd say up-and-comer. He's killing it right now. He's doing a great job.
He's here.
And I love seeing what he does with him and his family, and they go out there and cook. But talk about that when you see a student like Mike Seeley out there, and you got hundreds of them, like you mentioned. What does that mean to you and your wife, and what you've done to teach? Because you kind of shaped a lot of people in the Texas barbecue scene right now.
I am here to tell you, Rob, man, that it's an absolutely awesome feeling. And I don't go out there telling people who took my class. I don't mention names. I love come Sundays when I go through and start scrolling looking for results, and I'm seeing these students, the first place, the GCs, the reserve, the top 10 overalls, and I'm like, wow. And then when one or two of them gives me a shout out, gives Mom and Papa Joe a shout out, it really makes you feel good. But across the board, when you walk around a cook-off, man, and you're seeing some of the things that you developed, some of the items that you found a use for, and now you're seeing them quite frequently in different camps. As I walk around and I see that red top Tupperware container used to carry meats, that is something. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you that is something that I thought of and began using. I saw somebody doing it, and man, it really fit the bill. I saw somebody using it, and it really fit the bill. PM cookers, Patrick Mullins out of
Oh yeah,
out of
I know Patrick.
Dallas,
Yeah.
many years ago. He doesn't cook anymore,
No.
but I got that from him. But man, as the classes went on and more and more students picked up on it because I showed it to them in the class, and you walk around now and you're seeing that everywhere. That just makes me feel good that I was able to influence them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And as we speak about that legacy, man, I would love to be a fly on the wall after I'm no longer in this world. I don't know how that's going to be possible. Just to hear, and I would love to just hear one person say, man, if it wasn't for that guy helping me out, if it wasn't for CJ giving me this information, man, I would not have been able to do so and so or such and such and such and such. So I really, really think that if I was to quit competition barbecue today, I would still have some people that have some good things to say about what I've done for the barbecue community.
Well, you got him right here in the comments. Aaron Leslie said, great teacher. He said he loved his one-on-one with you. Wes Reed, thank you for your service. But he also said it was a great first class.
Wes, what's happening, baby?
Glad to say I was part of CJ's first public class. Clay Gainey is in the comments. So a lot of people, you're hearing it right now, right? While you're still here, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Big A, what's happening? Clay, I remember that first class, man, with Wes, with Clay, with Josh, and I had done a cut rate. I mean, bottom cheap price for I call it my first guinea pig class, and I held that class I think in New Braunfels. And I probably had 6 or 7 guys, and I can't remember what they paid, but it was cheap.
What year was that?
Because I was just trying to figure out that format.
What year was that?
But again, these guys that took that initial test class went on to do awesome things. And yes, techniques change over time. Seasonings change over time, injections change over time. So I've had quite a few guys come back for refreshers, and man, even after the refreshers, these guys jump right back to another level at kicking butt, man. So yes, I appreciate all of you, man. Love you guys. Wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for some of these students. We appreciate the kind words.
Couple different years, maybe. Wes Reed says 2016, 2014. Clay Gainey, you remember what year that was?
Clay, it had to be 2015. Yeah, it had
right
to
in
be
the middle.
2015.
Make them both right. Joe Castillo was there. The Worms, a lot of So a lot of teams that we all look up to, are students of your class. So that's really cool. And like I mentioned earlier, that's a legacy, man. That's something that people are gonna remember and think about when they talk about Clarence Joseph. So let's look ahead. And again, I've told you I want to get you on the show, and I definitely do. To have your own show, because I have like I said about Hondo, I have so many questions. But I do want to make sure I get everybody in because it's already 10:38. But let's look forward to 2022. What does the this next year look like to you and for Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue?
Well, I will tell you, man. Our relationship with Traeger is keeping us active, keeping us busy, and I had spoken to some of my closer buddies about maybe taking a step backwards from cook-offs. We wouldn't leave the scene completely, but we would we'd reduce our appearances. And man, I had quite a few buddies that were really talking me down from that ledge, and they were giving me some reasons and some new ideas, man, to keep things fresh. And I'm going to be honest, man, the drama within this year the drama around the sanctioning bodies was a real turnoff, it just really made me not want to come out, man. I got tired of hearing the stuff after an event.
Get it? I get it. 100%.
Yeah, I just didn't want to be there, so we really stepped back. And I want to say, Mom and I did eight events this year. We did 8 events this year, man. So I am really hoping that things are going to be a little different in 2022. Everybody out there, let's be positive and really try to work with these sanctioning bodies, man. That's the only way we're going to keep this thing moving forward in a positive manner.
100%. 100%. Well, CJ, thank you very much. So I do have a question to ask you, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot. I did want to do a chicken roundtable where we don't talk ingredients or nothing like that, just kind of techniques, and I'd love to have you on that forum if you're interested in doing that. We're going to do that in the first of the year, but I'd love to have you chime in.
I would love.
Awesome. All right, we got CJ.
I'd love to be there.
All right, because this man has a lot of wealth of knowledge, and so CJ is in. We're gonna have CJ in, and I'm looking out for a couple others. But I appreciate you saying that without even thinking about it. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, yeah.
But thanks for coming on the show. And like I said, we're gonna do this full show with CJ, with Mama and Papa Joe's barbecue, because man, like I mentioned, bro, I respect the hell out of you, and I appreciate what you've done for Texas barbecue. And I'm excited about what's coming up for Mama and Papa Joe's barbecue on the YouTube scene. It's kind of cool. I'm kind of dabbing my feet in there, not really much, but
yes, sir.
I see a lot of these people that are chiming in, and it's kind of cool. It's a whole different community, and I'm sure you've experienced that this past year. So,
well, I will tell you, Rob, I did not know that Smoking Gooder had a YouTube until tonight.
Oh, well, there you go. See?
So I subscribed tonight, and I think you just got to. All I know is prior to this was Facebook. So you just got to get that word out there, man, and those subscriptions are going to start growing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, there he was. Appreciate you. Thank you, Clarence. I appreciate
Happy
you coming
New Year's,
on the show.
everybody.
Happy New Year's to you and Alicia, guys. Y'all take care.
All right, take
and
care.
We got 18 minutes before them fireworks go off. Thank you, Clarence. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, there it was. Clarence Joseph with Mama and Papa Joe's barbecue. He's going to be on our chicken roundtable, and we've got a good lineup. I can't release that yet, but y'all just had a sneak peek right there. Clarence Joseph's going to be on that chicken roundtable. That's going to be a really good one you do not want to miss, coming up at the first of the year. So, all right. So, David Gonzalez and Carlo Casanova, you are on the clock, my man. Click that link. Get in. Aaron Leslie, get yourself in. We're going to close this show out. We've got 17 minutes before the first of the year. This will go beyond. This will go into 2022. So will this be the first one? I don't know, but let's check out what's going on here. I'm going to add this to the screen. I need to. This is kind of a test, guys. I need to make sure you guys can hear this. Let me. Can y'all hear that? Yes, no, I can't tell right now. Can y'all hear this? Good. All right, so it's working. All right, cool. So this is supposed to be a live countdown for 2021 or 2022, excuse me. So I'm going to remove that. Let me turn the mute. Boom. All right, good. All right, guys. So y'all can hear that. Thank you very much. Madwood's still in the house. Daddy Dutch still in the house. Daddy Dutch, how many are on YouTube? I don't know. All right, Tony, if you want to get in, let's go. Top fan Tony, my co-host. Possible when I'm Han Solo. 5,000. All right, that's good. 2 of them are commenting. Madwood. I can count them right now. Chicken Fried, Daddy Dutch, Sleeper, Madwood, and TPC. What's up, TPC? I don't know you. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. Let me give a shout out to people that are commenting. If you want to shout out, put a comment because I'm going to have a couple guys coming on. Candy, thanks for staying here. Tony Tanache, top fan Tony. Roddy Trevino's in the house. Wes Reed, Phil Breeden, Brian Fox, Tom Fuentes. Love it. Andre, what's up, Dre? How you doing, buddy? Jared McCrory, how are you doing, buddy? Appreciate you. Butch Long, I don't get this comment. I don't know you. I don't know where you're coming from on that. It's not really amateur night. We've had some really cool guests on the show tonight. So I don't know where you're coming from. Mike Seeley's in the house. What's up, Mike? All right, let's see here. Carlo Casanova. Where are you, Carlo? You need to be in the comments. You need to be clicking on that link. Let's get you in. And Mama and Papa Joe, they're still here. All right. I love it. I love it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this was just supposed to be, and it has been, a fun, easy, light. Let's hang out. It's New Year's Eve. We're not going out. We're trying to be safe. And let's just talk some fun and barbecue and whatnot. It don't have to be barbecue. We talked about YouTube. We've talked about some spice businesses. We've talked about some restaurant opportunities with Hondo. Tom Fuentes has got a new trailer. Good stuff. Brian Fox going for top 2 overall. Pretty good deal. Lots of cool information and lots of cool guests that we've had on the show, and just a fun avenue to talk with you guys. So, all right. So Aaron Leslie is in the comments, but before we get to Aaron, I do have to get to my man Carlo. You was talking about next. You was talking about Year's Eve. Oh yeah. Oh, I was talking about New Year's Eve parties. Okay, cool. Well, at least you're still watching. Oh yes, it is. Now I get it. All right, Butch. Thank you very much. Yeah, it is amateur hour right there. When you're venturing out on New Year's. Absolutely, I get it. Thanks, Butch, for clearing that up. All right. I did say we're gonna have David and Carlo, but I only see Carlo in the comments. Let's see where David is. Did you work David's ass off already? You put him to sleep. How was he asleep before midnight, bro?
He's fucked up.
How are you not fucked up? Or you got to be fucked up.
Just am. Hey, we got fireworks. I'm just waiting, listening to you guys, and you got us on late, so you're.
I know. I know. And the reason why I had you on late is because it had a twofer. I had a 2-for-1, but now I only have a 1-for-1. Are you wearing clothes under that?
Fuck, I'm drinking this. I'm almost done and shit.
Turn your phone sideways for me. Boom. There it is.
Fireworks are going off. It's going to be the new year.
All right, Carlo. We got 12 minutes before the new year. How are you doing? What is going on tonight? See? And this is why I wanted you on towards the end of the show. How are you doing? What's going on?
In the fucking beginning, but goddamn. I guess you saved the best for last, let me tell you.
You know what? That's what we always do. 2022, that's right. Let's go. 2022 is going to be a hell of a year. Josh Hale, Sure Shot Barbecue. He's having a hell of a year.
I got fireworks going all over the place.
Do you see Roddy's comment?
I'm telling you, boy. No, anyways, listen. Hey, thank you for having me on here real quick. You know what I can't wait for is San Antonio Rodeo Barbecue.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about San Antonio Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. The Lynn Group, thank you very much to the Lynn Group and Carlo Casanova.
And Devil's River Whiskey.
And Devil's River Whiskey. Talk about it. What we got coming on here in less than a month, right?
Man, we got Champions Corner happening there. We got about 18, 12 teams that are going to be representing Casanova Barbecue. And I'm sorry, listen, I'm outside and
it's okay.
We're getting started, man.
This is what we want to hear. This is New Year's Eve. This is why we're doing the show. Tell us about it. Who do you have the 12 teams in your? Are you frozen? No, you're not. You're just.
Oh shit! We got Fred Robles. We got Roddy Trevino. We have Bill Purvis. We have Chucky
Carlo-
Oki Salinas with Aved Casale. We have EJ De Leon. We have Rene Gonzalez. We have Ram Benavides, Bill Purvis, and yours truly, Rob Arocha.
And Carlo Casanova. And
of
Salty
course,
Dave. And Salty Dave.
And Salty Dave, my partner.
Did you?
We've been
I
cooking
saw.
about 2 years together. I swear we're the only, team out there that just it's kind of hard. He has his ways, I have my ways, but we just kind of melt them together and come up with some goodness. So,
I'm loving this partnership. How did this come about, man? I know y'all are buddies, but how did this to where he had a very successful team on his own. You had a very successful team on your own. How did this thing happen, or you guys are just cooking together most weekends?
Things happen. He was out of cooking for a while, and I kind of brought him back in. And I'm not one to I've been doing this for a while. I've been cooking for a whole long time, and it got to the point where I was just tired of going by myself and doing it. I just wanted a sidekick, and I presented something to him. And he said, "Let's do it, man. Let's see what we can do," and we did. It's a great partnership.
It's a great partnership.
You have to understand, Salty comes back from from a culinary stance. He's gone to culinary school, so he knows his shit.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, the boy can cook, and
I know he can cook. I didn't know he had.
I just know what's good, what tastes good, what people look for, and that's my little tidbit. And putting us together, it just it pairs well. It's like a fine wine. It just goes down smooth, and like I said, he has his sauces and styles, and I have mine, and we just kind of pair them together, and voila. We went to CBA. We cooked CBA. We cooked 12 cook-offs and wound up 6th place overall in the top 10. So I think that's pretty good.
That's amazing. Y'all did a hell of a year. Yeah. Candy says don't run with those. You got scissors in your hand. My buddy Chris Davis is watching. He said you got that product placement down, bro.
Man, there's some great people right there. There's going to be a lot more people running the CBA, which I'm excited for. A lot of people going to give their hand in it and see how they fare with it. Cooking 4 meats and hour turn-ins. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. So 2022 is going to be interesting. I'm not going to hit it as hard. My catering business is going really well. So
let's talk about 2022. What's looking forward for Casanova Barbecue?
Man, we're just going to get after the big ones. We're going to have fun. And, I go to the Valley once or twice a month, and Salty comes up here in Central Texas or Houston area, and we're going to cook, and we're going to, do the ones that make sense. And as CJ always told me, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. So, we're going to go for those and just have fun. It's nowadays, cooking 15 years plus cooking, it's just having fun now, bringing the family out, cooking and just having fun.
Do you have anything left to prove in competition barbecue?
Do I now? No, man. I've cooked with the best. I've ride and died with the best. I've learned from the best. I've been fortunate, man. I'm the only one out there that's been fortunate that I've had guys to cook with and travel across this country with and cook. From CJ, cooking with him back in the days. Fred Robles. Just blessed. But just having some great time one-on-ones with people. Getting down to what turns him. What gets him going. And I've been blessed. I've been blessed in a lot of cooking with Ernest too. Just everybody. I'm so happy for Ernest, what he's doing. I may make that change here. Later part of 22. Open something up. We'll see.
That's awesome. So I've seen your trailer rolling around without you in it. What's up with this side trailer you got going around?
I bought that trailer from who did I buy it from?
I have no idea.
Hold on. God, he's gonna kill me for not knowing it.
Everett Barbecue. What's up, dude? I watch your YouTube. You're funny. You're a funny dude. He
Who's
says,
that?
shout out Bounty Select the size in the back. Yes.
They
You
pay
have
the
no
way.
idea. You have no idea. He loves him the quicker picker-upper.
Where's Tony Tanache?
Oh, Brian Kemper. I love Tony Tanache.
Oh, Brian Kemper. That's who I bought. Thank you, Rod. I fucking love Roddy. That's another one. That's my dog too. Brian Kemper. I brought I said, hey, listen, I wanted it for catering because it was smaller than my big trailer. And then, it's just being it's in the back there. And Chris Davis said, hey man, you think I could use it? I was like, yeah, I'm not using it. Shit, go use it. And so that's where it started. And, it's there for someone to use, and he made a good run at it.
I saw Chris Davis was running it for a little while, and then I learned not to just assume that was you. I was like, Carlo Casanova's here. I went in there. No, it's fucking Chris Davis. Now I go over there. It's Los from Smoking Los Barbecue, who's doing well.
Yeah. Good guys, man. If I can help out, why not?
Absolutely, and you are, like I talked about, Clarence. You're an ambassador for Texas Barbecue. You've been around. You're an approachable person, which I think is very important to new people that are starting out and cooking barbecue and whatnot. And
sure.
You've never turned anybody away. You're very approachable. You're a fun guy to hang around with, and we all have a good. I remember cooking with you one of the first times that we were friends at the time, but I remember when you entered. Hey, come to my trailer, let's go, and we were at the Lake Fest. Remember that contest?
Oh yeah.
And you were like, hey, should I use this and this? And I was like, don't you have a plan on what you want to do? I was like, no, let's just go, bro. And and you're like, okay. I'm like, well, that tastes good. Let's go with it, And then you wound up GCing that damn event. So it's just, and you kind of put that in perspective to me is like, you don't need. I mean, it helps, right? It helps to have a plan to go, but you don't absolutely need, because it's barbecue, right? Barbecue. There's more than one way to do it. There's one way to trim it. There's more than one way to season it, and you kind of brought that to the forefront to me. It's like, well, fuck, Carlo doesn't come completely ready to go with a plan, yet he still knows what to do in the process and still kicks ass with it. So,
oh, there's always a plan somewhere up here, but that goes out the door. So it's just a repetition after that. It's just, you do it so many times. Let's try this. Let's try that. But
Clay was
that day.
Was Clay there? Oh yeah, Clay was. Last time he saw us, we GC'd and RGC'd between the both of us.
That's it, Clay.
Oh wait. Let's, where's your ring? Let's wear this damn thing.
Look who that is back there.
Oh, you got it back there. Oh, he woke up. Salty Dave's in the look. There's my ring from Neville. What Clay's talking about? What's up, Salty? Hey, so I was talking to Carlo about.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. It's New Year's.
Love you, Matt.
Hey, bye.
All right, we'll let you get because we got it's 11:58. And it's almost time to do a countdown. Let me get my buddy Carlo, thank you. Dave, thank you. He woke up. Let me get my buddy real quick to get in here. Aaron Leslie, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming on, bro.
What's happening, man? Good to be here.
I know you weren't billed, but I always appreciate you coming on. And I love you for it. And I appreciate you and what you do for Texas Barbecue as well as Texas Oil Dust. But you're gonna go on with me a little after the new year, so it's 10:58. Let me see what time it is exactly, real quick. Hold on 1 second. What's up? Hello. Okay, hold on. My family wants. Oh, come on in. My family wanted to join me for the new year, so. It's 11:59. Is it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right, where is the countdown? I don't know. I'm going to share something. We have 1 minute left, so let me share this. They're apparently ahead of time. Oh my God, where's the Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's been working all day until now. Oh, there it is. Finally. Boom. All right, so. It's 12. It's 12.
Like I'm on there.
All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's supposed to be playing. Sorry. Let's get this off the screen. Killing me.
You're not seeing it?
Get the boys off real quick. No, it's coming. Hold on 1 second, Aaron.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey!
All right, we just had a countdown over there.
We did. Ours right there. See, we're on
All right,
the big
where's
screen.
Aaron?
See it on the big screen?
Oh, I see it on the big screen. Hold on. Let me remove this thing and bring Aaron on.
All
right.
I'm on a deal.
Aaron, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Had to kiss mama.
Oh, look at that.
I know it. I know.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. We are officially in 2022. A prosperous 2022 to everyone. Yes, Mama and Papa Joe. Appreciate that. It's working. I know it was working, but the sound wasn't coming through. That's all. Here we go. All right. Let's do this real quick. Let's get Happy New Year. Everybody wants to wish a Happy New Year. I will highlight your comment on the screen. Happy New Year, everybody. Bill Purvis, Happy New Year. Kevin Wise, 20 seconds. Josh Hale, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Kevin. It's working. I get it. And, all right. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to remove this guy. Now it's finally working. Hold on 1 second. I don't even know if I should try this. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. It's, That's what I was trying to do. Let's get some fireworks in here. Can you see that, Aaron?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear it?
No, it's freezing. A little bit.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Sorry, get rid of that thing.
I got a little action going on in the background.
Stop screen.
There's my action.
All right, let me cancel this.
Back there.
There we go. All right. What you got back there? Hang on, let me put you on there on the full screen.
Oh, got a little.
I like it. This is why
back there.
There's not 8 viewers, Tony. Finally, 2 hours in, you get to say that comment. Yes. Happy New Year 2021. Can kiss my mask. I like it. Texas Oil Dust in the house. Is that your family doing that?
Yeah, right behind the fence.
Nice.
Neighborhood.
Hey, well, thanks for checking in and closing out the show for us. How you been, brother? What's going on with you, man?
Good.
How's the back?
Oh, man,
How's the back?
Back's good. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Back's good. This last week has been huge as far as healing wise. Week number 4, going into week 5. It's been are looking up, and I'm ready to hit the circuit. I'm ready to do some cooking and do a little traveling, and at the same time, get back to work.
So we'll jump ahead to 2022 in a second. Let's talk about 2021, which was now 4 minutes ago. But how was your 2021, brother?
2021 was good. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to have the family that I have and the support structure. Got a good, we've had a great year with seasonings. It's last year when COVID struck, it was busy. Everybody was buying you out. You couldn't get stuff fast enough. This year we were able to catch up, double our inventory, take that money, flip it back over and put it back in a product and have enough on hand to where we wouldn't run out. At the same time, working for Midland Meat Company and being with those guys and cooking at the restaurant allowed me to open up, to be able to cook and compete. So, I mean, overall, we've had a great year, a successful year. Nothing's been let us down. We got a lot of things we're going to be doing in the future. 2022 is going to be a good year. It'll be a big year for us, making some changes. And I'm looking forward to it, just getting out there and starting that new adventure.
Well, you look good. You look like you're walking okay. Everything feels okay.
I'm not running. I ain't running no laps or anything. But I'm definitely. I get up out of bed, I go straight to the pisser. So I mean, it's without. Well, I mean, you got to remember, for a guy like myself with as much back pain as I had, it was get up out of bed, take a deep breath, get up on my feet, take a deep breath, hold on to the dresser, hold on to the wall, hold on to the wall, hold on to the. I mean, you were constantly holding on to something. Now I just get out of bed and I walk straight to the restroom or walk straight to the kitchen, get my coffee. So, I'm about 45% pain free. I've got a lot still to do. I've got one more surgery to have, and we'll work on that later on in the year. But it's for the biggest majority of it, man. I'm blessed to be able to where I'm at. And, I've had a great surgery and great success for what I'm feeling. So I still got a long road recovery, but I'm on my 5th week and I'm super excited.
That's awesome, brother. So when can we expect to see you out there? When are you eyeballing your first contest?
I'll be at Eagle Pass.
Cooking?
Yeah, I'll be cooking at Eagle Pass. If I could have made it this Friday to Vidor, I'd have made it to Vidor. But I just my first week back to work, I've got to take it easy and make sure that I don't stress myself out. And so I to work Friday and then do a 9-hour drive to Vidor would have been a little bit more than what I'd want to handle. So I'm going to get everything ready to go, and we're going to be Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass, I'm going to run up to Tim and Brad. I'm going to take their class with Shake and Bake on the 21st or 21st, 22nd. Go hang out with those guys for the weekend. And then I will be probably at Humble. I'll be at Humble on the last weekend of the month, and then we'll be at a double here the following weekend, the double CBA here in Odessa.
I'll be in Odessa February. Again. I can't wait to go to Twin Peaks with you afterwards. Again, that was
fun. It'll be good. I mean, it'll be a good 4. I guess that'd be good 4 weeks. A good 4 weeks, and then we've got once we do the double in February, then we'll start looking for those travel times to get back out there to do those CBA events in those other areas and try to get some extra focused on out here in West Texas. So,
well, awesome. Well, your seasonings line, it's going well right now, I know for a fact. But talk about this bullseye marinade, beef marinade. Is it in full production yet, or?
It's in full run. We're selling the dog shit out of it. It's I tell you, for that flavor and for what it just adds to that meat, and the things that it brings to the table as far as competition steaks, but backyard and at the house and roast beef and chuck and all the things that you can do with it, that extra flavor that you get. It's been a really good opening batch. So we're fixing to make our second order. That'll be my second order. Will be 4,000 bottles, and so it's nice to see that kind of running through and taking off like it is. I've had a lot of great feedback, and a lot of people are using it. But it's not just a beef marinade, so you can use it for a lot of other things. And people are starting to discover that the more we cook with it, the more we use with it. So gravies and just rubs and finishes, that kind of thing.
Hey, well, I got to thank you very much for being a part of that brisket roundtable last couple weeks ago. That was pretty awesome, man.
It was fun.
And if you guys haven't checked that out, that was our longest show ever. It went 3 hours long. This one will not go 3 hours long, although we are 2 hours and 10 minutes in. But that was a lot of good information. We had a Whiskey Wednesday with Paul. Paul was putting them back. But he was also spitting out some really good information. Aaron Leslie was sharing a lot of good information. Dennis Butterworth chimed in for a little bit. I had myself. Katon was on the show. That was fun. That was a good time. If you guys want to go check that out, that was our last show prior to this one. So it was about a week and a half ago. We had that brisket roundtable. And we're going to have a chicken roundtable coming up. So that was Wes Reed was watching. Yeah, that was a great show. After party too. Wes was part of that after party. It was a good time, man. It was and so I can't thank you enough for coming on there, and you are a great ambassador. You have your product line and you have some classes, but you're also very approachable, like I mentioned to Carlo, but you also share a lot of stuff, and you've kind of helped me this entire year, and I appreciate you. And I'm going to tell you that right now. Texas Old Dust, Aaron Leslie, has been a big part of my success for 2021, and I can't thank you enough. I want to say that publicly right now to you on there, man. Because guys, if you're not, I know Jared. He did a TikTok, and I put you in that comment.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was Jared. He's in the comments right now. He watched that show and he said, "Hey, I need help on brisket," and he went and did that whole. Everything we talked about, and he turned out an amazing brisket. So he's ready to hit the barbecue trail with that new brisket recipe. But man, just a great ambassador, and I can't thank you enough for what you've done for Bullhorn Barbecue this year, and much continued success. And I hope your back starts feeling 100% and on all of that, man.
Man, I tell you.
What does that say to you with
28 years?
What does that say to you when you, like I talked to Clarence earlier, like when you have people tell you that, that's kind of cool, man.
You know, you don't need to be a fly on the wall. Clarence has enough people that talk good about him and pass on his class information.
Yep.
He is one of the ambassadors, for barbecue that reached out there and stepped out into that limelight, especially in Texas, and started his own teachings. And the first time I met Clarence was at we were in Fredericksburg, the 10-Star Ranch. One of the coolest places to ever have a cook-off was an old Western silhouette town that they did target shooting at for like a competition, target shooting. And they had a cook-off there, and we did that cook-off with the family. It was just a week to get away. The owners let us camp out at on their property, and man, we spent probably 4 or 5 days. Wake up in the morning, watch the deer run, watch the animals run. But Clarence came down with Darwin, and Darwin was doing a little video, and they were filming him and stuff. And that's the first weekend I met Clarence, and I want to say it's probably 16, might have been 15, but had a blast, and approachable, and just to get out there and talk and ask some questions, and because I just was.
He's frozen.
I didn't start until 15. Am I?
No,
so,
you're good now.
You're
good now. Yeah, I can see you. Good.
So I mean, so meeting Clarence was a great opportunity for me, and I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, man, I really need some help. I don't know what I'm doing, which way I'm going, but man, what?"
Is that me or him? I'm sorry.
Can we do it? I think it was 17. That and so he hooked me. I hooked up with him. We got some class thing going on, got some lessons happening, and I took off with it and ran. So
he's in
10-Star Ranch was a great opportunity for a lot of people. There he is. I'm telling you, we had a lot of canopies. I had the old smoker under the old peak canopies. It was pellet grill out there. It was like you took the whole backyard with you to a cook-off. We had a blast, but to see those guys, I got to hang up with them. And my first snake riffle. Get back somewhere where there's no. It's raining over here in Midland, so with all the fireworks going on.
All right, cool. Well, you were breaking up just a little bit, but I think we got the gist of what you were saying. Yeah. So I know you kind of touched on it, but your long-term goals for 2022, kind of run back over those real quick before.
2022 is going to be a good year for us. We've got some good experiences that we got to play on, and so we got some videos coming out. We got more videos that we're doing. YouTube channel is going to get bigger. TikTok's getting bigger.
TikTok.
There's just the social media aspect is going to get bigger. We have some new stuff on our product line that's coming out. I'm really excited about it, and we're venturing into a new era of cooks that doesn't necessarily mean it's competition barbecue, but it means that it's just barbecue.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to be a part of what we're doing, and so that's our goal. I'll have my steak seasoning out this year. We're working on that right now. Just kind of taking it slow through the end of the year, so that come January, February, March, I can pound on getting that steak seasoning back on the market, and I don't have to hand batch it no more. And then moving on into some other things that I can't talk about right now, but I want to wait, and when they come out, I'll explode with it. But just moving into that and the social media aspect, videos and teaching people how to cook, but teaching people how to cook the way I grew up cooking. That's falling apart. People don't cook the way my grandmother cooked with me at the Sunday dinner table, So I'm interested in teaching people how to cook the way I was taught. I didn't get this big because I eat, a vegan diet. So I really want to expand on that and show people what makes me happy and how I was brought up. And that's what I'm going to be doing this coming year.
Yeah, so you kind of mentioned it's not all competition barbecue. You're gonna be teaching some other style cooking, which is cool. That's what we want to see. A lot of people are interested in it because this competition world is really, and when you look at it, it's a small world, right? And,
it's small. It's small, but we do what we do because we love what we do every weekend. But there's so many people out there that just haven't even cooked their first brisket, and I know there's a lot of great videos on that. But cooking is a lost art because no one knows how to do it anymore. You see the small things, you see the quesos, you see the pig shots, you see the small Sunday finger foods for football kind of thing, but you don't see anybody either teaching how to cook a badass chicken fried steak, or how did you make that cream gravy? How did you make those pork chops? Those things that grandma and my grandmothers, my mom, everybody we sat there to eat with, those are the things that you lose. Salmon patties. I mean, gosh dang, I can eat a stack of those things. But how do you make them? Well, you got to go look it up somewhere. So I want to teach people how to do that, comfort food, and bring that aspect into it, and try to incorporate that with the barbecue career as well.
Awesome. Well, Aaron, hey, I appreciate you coming on. You shared 20 minutes with me. I appreciate that on short notice. And I do want to wrap this show up because this was a New Year's Eve celebration. And so let me let you get, and I'm going to wrap this up. And I appreciate you coming on, man. And Happy New Year to you. And I'll look forward to seeing you here in Eagle Pass, Texas here in about 2 weeks.
And we had a spade tournament tonight, by the way. You asked everybody what they were doing. The whole family came over, and we had a bragging rights spade tournament.
Hey, real quick, before I let you get, you were just you got a new role in the CBA. Talk about that for a couple minutes. We got 4 people out here in West Texas, and lucky for me, I was asked to come on as on the board of directors and as an at-large member. So I'm excited to do that. I want to help out as much as possible. And we all try to bring our daily lives into the board, into CBA, and any barbecue organization for that matter. We've been part of IBCA, now CBA. It's hard to bring your personal life, your home life, your work life, and do a whole side gig at the same time. So I'm excited to be able to help out with that and go in a different direction in the future and be a part of that. So we got a new representative in West Texas, Chuck Long, and him and Manuel Moreno, and you got Paul Whitaker and myself. So hopefully
We got enough people out here we can help expand.
Yes, you will. Awesome. Hey, Aaron, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you coming on
Appreciate
for
you,
sure.
brother.
And we'll see you again. Thanks again for last week with that brisket roundtable. That was awesome.
You got it, man.
All right, Aaron. See you, man. Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust. Man, that was a great show. Thank you guys very much for tuning in for this thing. That was fun. Like I said earlier in the show, this was just something I put together just to have fun. I think this is going to be the first annual, and everybody was a part of this first annual. Tom Fuentes, Phil Breeden, Brian Fox, Clarence Joseph, Hondo Hernandez, David Gonzalez, Carlo Casanova, Aaron Leslie. Thank you guys very much for being part of the first annual New Year's Eve special for the So Smoking Gooder Show. We talked about everybody's 2021 and what they're looking forward to 2022. I want to share with mine. I had a great 2021 season. I shared a little bit about it with Aaron. But yeah, this year has been a really good blessing in barbecue for me and my family. We had a lot of family trips. My kids did a lot of cool things in barbecue as well this year. It's definitely been something that I look forward to doing more of in 2022. I feel really excited about my partnership with Champions Barbecue Alliance. I also feel very confident and happy about what we're going with Case and I with the So Smoking Gooder Show. Our goal for 2022 is to make this show one of the best ones that you guys can look forward to every night, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We plan to make this show one of the best ones that you can watch as far as barbecue, as far as entertainment, as far as in barbecue, Texas barbecue, and beyond. So, guys, thank you very much. It truly means a lot to me that you guys are still watching at this point, and you guys tune in weekly tremendously. It means so much to us, to Case and I for sure. I know Case isn't here right now, but I know he'll say the same thing, and we hope to grow this thing moving forward. So hope you guys enjoy what we're trying to do. Hope you guys enjoy what we do each week, and hope to see you more. Hope to see more of you guys. I want to grow this thing. I know we had about 40,000 people on Facebook today. We had another 12,000 on YouTube, and we hope to grow that each and every week and make this one of the best shows that you can watch every week on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook. All right, guys. So Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys on Wednesday, 8 o'clock, right here on the So Smoking Gooder Show Facebook and YouTube channels. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Happy New Year. We'll see you. We're out.